Hello there, it's Jen Duchene of the Illuminating Journey cards. I'm here to give you a card reading for April 23rd through 29th. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm very excited. Here's the new box, so the cards are almost ready to be on their way, and very exciting. So here's the cards. I have already shuffled them, so let's get started. Card number 1. Well, we have a number 7, which is very interesting because if you look at this, which is kind of what's catching my eye right now, it looks like an arrow, right? An arrow going upward. And this feels very energetic. Like 7 is the number of wisdom, our personal belief system, and how we come back into that. Whether we use research, we go out into nature, we listen to music, there is an uplifting energy that is pushing us up into our intuition, which then, of course, comes down again. And what's interesting about this energy is that as the energy goes up, it comes down here into the earth. It earths in us. It's like a strike of lightning. There's an energy that's happening this week that is piercing us in a deep way, deep in our souls, in our hearts, in our physical presence here, because, you know, our physical world is actually created from our mind, right? And from our intuition and what we think and believe and how we respond. And this is like this wake up energy that's piercing into the very heart of the matter, into the very heart of who we are. So waking us up, it's time to wake up. It's time to see something different, to see beyond what you've seen. History has brought us here, and now it's time to create a different story. Your story, my story, our story. So this idea that you can begin again, start afresh. Because the thing about the history is that it's brought you here. It's made you who you are. So it's not lost. It is inside of you. It's created this longing, this desire, this recognition. But you don't have to sit in the past in order to be in the present. In fact, sitting in the past will stop you from being in the present. So this first card is a very powerful energetic force of saying, go forward into who you are, be who you are, expand your heart, your awareness. You know, the word research is looking at searching. And right now we have a lot of planets in retrograde, Pluto going retrograde, other planets in retrograde. So this is really a time for us to begin to swim in the direction we wish to go, to act or move towards the light. Very exciting first card, very passionate. And here the second card is the vision card, Vision Portal 11. For those of you who don't know, these cards are, there are 3 different kinds of cards, so now you've already seen one, and this is the second kind. And so 11, this is the energy. It's very interesting. I can feel the energy. Again, this is a very strong energy. Right here is a shape that's exactly like the 7, a lightning strike shape. There's a lot of energy and power going in. This 11 is, here you are standing at the exact threshold, like this vision portal, at the threshold of creating something new, birthing something new by receiving the energy from the heavens and grounding them into the roots of the earth, grounding your sense of self in the threshold, the most powerful place to stand, in the threshold of your life, because that's where things are the safest and the most dynamic. So it really does speak again to, speak again, me moving my hands, speak again to this energy of intuition and desire and recognizing where you're placing your interest and energy. Are you placing it on what is the past, on your longings that can't come to fruition, or are you placing it on the now, on the energy of who you are? You're the driver of your life, and you're the one that has to find the connection, right? You have to be the being who brings down or receives and then sends down into the earth. So there's a constant movement of energy going down and being rooted and then coming up and being freed. It's a very exciting energy. And here we have the moon, intuition. Here's a little bird. I think it's a crow, bringing us this knowledge. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's around you. We are in a universal 11 years, so I think this is part of this churning, this energy of making ourselves whole, standing on our own 2 feet. What does that mean? It means that we are true to who we are. We trust who we are. We trust the power of standing in the threshold, that we are between heaven and earth, between source and earth, and we are the lightning conductors for our lives. So that's a very exciting second card. And the third one, well, how interesting is this? We're getting the third kind of, this is the first time I've done this. This is amazing. Third type of card, which is the tools. This one is the flight. So take wings. This feels like a very, again, very dynamic, movement-oriented. When you can fly, you can take flight, you have lightness, a sense of lightness, as well as a sense of purpose, which is what this reading is saying to me. This is about taking wing, flying, seeing above the bigger picture, as well as what is on the ground, what's connecting you to the ground. Remember, here we have that 7, that energy. If you think about taking flight, flying up to really target the energy of who you are, what is it about the past that can propel you into the present and take you forward into the future, into flight, into this amazing state of grace where you're between the threshold, exactly on purpose, full of the fire of who you are and the energy to transmit and transmute it into the earth, to materialize what is yours to materialize, to be present, to the most amazing balance and harmony between heaven and earth. So it's a very exciting combination. And there's flight. Take wings, take flight, go do that thing that scares you. Go and fly above what is keeping you small. The idea of something restricting you, holding you back, it is as much as an illusion as anything else, right? So be prepared to lift off, take that dare, do the thing, because in order to bring heaven to earth, you have to do things, you have to take action, and this action is required through recognizing the power that you contain within you. If your wisdom is within you, then you are the one that must shift to bring this balance into life and shift through flight, right? Remember, I mentioned the bird. Here's our crow giving us wings, or whatever bird you want it to be, a wonderful pink mystery bird that brings you into the now, into the magic of being the one who is in flight, who can land where you must to create what you're here to create. So I feel a very powerful energy surging through us at this time. I can feel the shifts going on. I don't know if you can. There may be a heaviness, a wounding, a recognition that things must change. And these wings will give you the opportunity to rise above what is keeping you small, what's keeping you restricted. Remembering you have free will. It is your choice to move, to change, to do something different, to take an opportunity, to receive a gift, to allow yourself permission to be in this place of dynamic groundedness. So have an amazing week. just think about how you can use these cards to help you as you go forward this week. If you're interested in your own deck, you can go check it out at jenduchene.com/Illuminating Journey cards. Get your own deck if you want. They're almost here. Yahoo! And if you have something you want to share about this reading, how it resonated for you, I would love to hear. I just love getting feedback because this is a new kind of card. So I welcome your feedback because we're doing this together, right? We're in this life together. We're experiencing this experience together. So please share with me and I'll see you soon.